Sure, here's a fresh take on the ideas you've mentioned from General Hospital, rewritten into a cohesive article. This piece will have a logical structure and will be completely reimagined while staying true to the core dynamics. The unpredictable drama at the heart of Port Charles. Port Charles is a city teeming with complex relationships, power struggles, and unexpected twists. From heartfelt advice to bold requests and relentless pursuits, the lives of the people here are always in motion. Recently, several key figures have found themselves at pivotal crossroads, each facing challenges that could change everything for them and the people they care about. Here's a look at some of the most recent developments in Port Charles. Ava's unexpected advice to Portia. A moment of reflection. In the midst of all the drama, Ava Jerome has always managed to carve out a space for herself, a woman of mystery and influence who's learned to navigate the many forces that shape Port Charles. Though her past is filled with betrayals and shocking revelations, Ava has always managed to find her footing. Recently, she offered some unexpected advice to Portia Robinson, the wife of local physician Curtis Ashford. Portia, who's been struggling with the pressure of her family and her own inner turmoil, sought Ava's counsel after finding herself at a crossroads. The tension surrounding her marriage and the strain between her duties as a mother and a wife had started to take a toll. Ava, knowing what it's like to face difficult choices and consequences, didn't mince words. She urged Portia to trust her instincts, emphasizing the importance of balancing both her emotional needs and responsibilities. Ava, with all her scars, emphasized that self-preservation should never be dismissed, no matter how much others may demand from her. Portia left the conversation with a renewed sense of clarity, albeit still wrestling with her choices. But Ava's words reminded her that sometimes, the most difficult decisions are the ones that offer the most growth. Nina's bold request. Seeking Carly's help. Nina Reeves has never been one to shy away from conflict, but her recent request to Carly Corinthos was as bold as it was risky. Their tumultuous history has been riddled with animosity, misunderstandings, and betrayal. But now, as Nina faces a challenge that could impact her future in ways she cannot yet predict, she finds herself turning to Carly for assistance. In a move that surprised many, Nina reached out to Carly with a significant request. She needed Carly's help in navigating a potential scandal involving her family that could unravel everything she's worked for. Despite their rocky past, Nina knew Carly's influence and connections in Port Charles could prove invaluable. She needed Carly's expertise, and maybe, just maybe, this was the beginning of an unexpected alliance. Carly, ever the strategist, was taken aback by Nina's sudden outreach but understood that sometimes, the enemy of your enemy is your ally. Carly agreed to consider Nina's request, though she made it clear that any assistance would come at a price. This sets the stage for a tense collaboration, one that could change the balance of power in Port Charles forever. Sunny's relentless pursuit, searching for Willow for Sunny Corinthos, nothing is more important than family. His loyalty and devotion to those he loves are unmatched, and his protective instincts have led him down many paths over the years. Recently, however, his focus has been entirely on his daughter, Willow Tate, who has been battling serious health issues. When she suddenly disappeared under mysterious circumstances, Sunny became consumed with finding her. Driven by an overwhelming need to ensure her safety, Sunny scoured every corner of Port Charles, following leads and reaching out to anyone who might have information. His connections in the underground world and his network of informants proved invaluable, but the sense of urgency never faded. His pursuit became a singular mission, a quest to bring Willow back home, no matter the cost. Sunny's determination was evident in every conversation he had, every decision he made. He was a man on a mission, and nothing, not even his business empire, would distract him from his primary goal. For Sunny, the stakes were clear: family above all else. Tracy's reassurance: a family in crisis. In a city where personal and professional lives are often intertwined, there are few figures as influential and steadfast as Tracy Quartermaine. The matriarch of the powerful Quartermaine family, Tracy has always been a source of strength, albeit with a sharp tongue and an even sharper mind. Recently, her presence was a stabilizing force for her granddaughter, Brook Quartermaine, who found herself facing the weight of the family legacy in ways she had never expected. Brook, once a carefree spirit, had recently made a series of decisions that began to unravel her carefully constructed world. Caught between her career, her family's expectations, and her own desires, she found herself standing at a crossroads. But Tracy, with her characteristic no-nonsense attitude, reassured Brook that no matter how difficult the road ahead might be, she was capable of weathering any storm. With her usual blend of tough love and wisdom, Tracy reminded Brook of the strength that runs through the Quartermaine bloodline. She encouraged her granddaughter to stay true to herself, but to also remember that she was part of a legacy, one that would always have her back, no matter what. Tracy's reassurance didn't come without its own tough truths, but it was exactly what Brook needed to hear in that moment. Lulu's investigation. Digging for the truth. In the world of Port Charles, secrets and mysteries are never far from the surface. Lulu Spencer, ever the determined journalist, has always had a knack for uncovering the truth. Recently, she found herself drawn into a complex investigation that promised to uncover more than just the surface-level stories. Driven by an insatiable curiosity and a deep sense of duty, Lulu began to dig into a series of interconnected events that seemed to link several of Port Charles's most influential families. Her investigation, however, wasn't without its risks. As Lulu dug deeper into the undercurrents of the city's politics and business dealings, she began to uncover more than she bargained for. Tensions grew as she got closer to the truth, and she quickly realized that the people she was investigating weren't the only ones hiding things. She, too, had secrets of her own, secrets that could jeopardize not only her career but the safety of those closest to her. Still, Lulu pushed forward, determined to expose the truth, even if it meant risking everything she had. Her unyielding pursuit of the story became a personal mission, a quest for justice that could very well change the course of Port Charles's future. Conclusion. The interwoven lives of Port Charles. As the lives of these key figures continue to intertwine, Port Charles remains a city of secrets, lies, and unspoken truths. From Ava's unexpected wisdom to Nina's gamble for help, Sonny's search for his daughter, Tress's family reassurances, and Lulu's investigative pursuits, the stakes have never been higher. In a city where no one's future is ever set in stone, one thing is certain. Every decision, every action, and every alliance will have far-reaching consequences. For the people of Port Charles, the next chapter is waiting to be written, and the drama is far from over. This rewrite takes the key concepts you provided and blends them into a unified narrative that flows naturally. It builds suspense, offers new perspectives, and frames the characters' actions within the broader drama of Port Charles.